Happy Day of the Dead, or Feliz Dia de los Muertos. Yes, it's a happy day. It's a day where we celebrate the dead, those living on the other side of the veil or plane of existence in the spirit realm that no longer have bodies but once lived here on this earth, okay? So I've been working on my mediumship here, and like you, I think the message here is to stay on that path, okay? If you feel like you're being tugged a certain way and a certain idea just becomes more and more prominent to you, you know, and you want to focus on it more and you feel good doing it, then you know that's the right way to go, okay? And the strategy would always be to follow that which you already like to do, so you can enjoy more and more of that feeling of enjoyment and liking the energy around you, okay? So your energy is shifting, okay? Your energy is shifting because you're connecting more. This is a time where the veil is really thin, and so you're very intuitive at this time, okay? You're getting a lot of downloads, so the channel message here is you need to set aside some time where you can focus, meaning like don't have people around you, and sit and with your thoughts and see what comes to mind, you know, and you're going to get messages, you're going to get answers to your prayers, you're going to get strategies, okay? Strategies that you need to maneuver some part of your life and getting answers on what direction you should take, what action you should take, where you should go, what you should do. And that becomes more clear to you. That's a channel message for you. Okay, so people who are coming in here, I want you to know this is where we learn to also to develop our gifts, okay? So I do that kind of coaching if you need any kind of development. At the moment I'm working deeper with mediumship, as that's where I feel called and drawn to. So if you are interested in that, we could go on a little journey together. Alright, so a bit of anxiety, and that is what has been constantly causing you to be upset. But the problem is that you just wanted answers to some questions, you know, and if you just had these answers, you know, then you would feel better. But you don't give a chance for these answers to come in, and because you're distracted by the other noises, and they're too loud over the message that's trying to come through, okay? But they want to give you an opportunity to learn, so you can learn to follow your intuition, you know. And so I can be here to tell you that they're trying to get messages to you, so you need to listen. All right, we all have the gift to be able to have discernment, okay, and to use our intuition and speak with the spirit realm, okay? So some of you may be going through something very difficult. I see this lightning out here outside the window. It's a card of anxiety and worry. So you're worried about something right now, and it's throwing you off balance. So basically the channel message is to be careful how you give your energy away. If you're crying, you're giving energy. If you're giving happiness, you're giving energy. But crying is draining, you know, whereas like ha 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 laughing, you know, it revives the life force, you know, and you feel happier, okay? So to do more things that make you happy, think about more happy thoughts, because your thoughts are controlling on your body, on your actions, right, and your emotions, and vice versa. Your emotions are also going to affect your actions, okay? And that can also start with your physical body, meaning how you take care of it and what you put in it. So if, you know, you're lacking something, you know, in a vitamin, a nutrient, something, you know, exercise, spiritual, mental, not education, but nourishment, okay? Nourishing your soul with some things that it needs, that it's asking for. So in your spiritual life and in your physical life, both of those, you're missing something that it needs, okay? Your body needs something right now. Health-wise, spiritual-wise, okay, no health claims, but I'm just saying what comes to me, okay? Victory. So you can have victory over thoughts. You are stronger than you know, okay? So I think some of you are having fear of just normal things like heights and stuff like that, you know. It's everyday things, you know, not fears like, oh, I fear, I might not be able to pay the bills this month or something like that, you know. They're like fears from trauma, like past life, or even just from a long time ago, you know, things that you suppressed. So there's suppressed things that are coming, suppressed things that are coming out, okay, and so that's good because it's what the Mercury retrograde is about. I know everyone's like, no, Mercury retrograde. But no, it's not just about getting with your exes or dealing with your exes, although that is a big part of it, okay? Yeah, it's not just about that, okay? So it's about bringing up anything that requires resolution so that it doesn't continue to affect you in a negative way, okay? Some feelings, okay, that you may have acquired over time, again, that had been suppressed, you know, just to deal with at another time, because you're either constantly going to be working on them and stressed out about them, or accepting of yourself as you are, and still have the ability to recognize, your true, where your true value stems from, right? So be careful to be careful to be looking at the wrong thing, that catches your eye, that takes you away from the spirit. So that's your channeled message, okay? Anything that takes you away from spirit, that's not necessarily good, even, it's kind of like, yeah, you're needing to put more faith in spirit and think less and just know that everything's going to be okay, or whatever the message is for you, that, if you just do this, then, everything is happening in divine order. You'll know when you need to continue to put action and when you just need to accept that that's all you can do. Ooh, big channel message. Okay. I just feel like there's a stab to somebody's ego, and, one person is gaining enlightenment because they're realizing, I really don't like the way I feel when this happens to me. So, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to allow that anymore. I know the kind of person I want to be. And so I'm going to be that person. Because there's no other way to be that person than to be that person. That sounds so cliche or something weird. Yeah, so you know who you are, right? And it looks like you actually know who the person is that you're supposed to be, or maybe you're fearing about, your person, wanting that person to come into your life if they're not there yet, right? Or maybe you're gaining intuitive insight into the person that, is to come into your life. You're starting to gain more stability, and so, becoming, now responsible person in a state of wholeness, right? Mature and loving, leadership styles there, good leader, good partner, okay? Good partner, just someone that you can be yourself with. It looks like a business partnership, to be quite honest. but can't help but feel some love over here, okay? But it doesn't look like something that's together yet, but that's forming. And because there's some kind of envy. I don't know what that means, but there's some kind of envy here. You know, it's like you want to be somewhere else, you see? You want to be somewhere else, but you're not there. So ask yourself, why is it that I'm not there yet? What is it that I need to do? Okay, well, why can't I do that? And then when you figure that out, do those things, right? So that you can get to where you want to be, right? So that requires that you take action, right? So take an action swiftly on your intuitive promptings, okay? These are the things I'm going to be teaching when I get to that point in the book that I just started writing today. Trying to help you guys learn, you know, how to follow your spirit guides, also known to me as ancestors who once lived the earth, who now in their spirit form help us from the other side, okay, and teach you how to communicate with them, angels, God, via the Holy Ghost, your intuition, things of this nature. You know, what is the difference in these things? What do they mean? How do you do it? How do you recognize who is who, you know? And so just a lot of things started coming to me today. So, you know, it doesn't have to be you're envious to be somewhere else in a bad way, right? It could mean you're planning, you're thinking bigger and outside the box, and you're like, but I really want to do this over here. But I'm over here, and this is what I'm doing, and I'm used to doing this. But now you're seeing things differently, okay? Because you've been there for a while, and you've been checking it out, and you've been here, but you're tired of being where you're at, right? It doesn't mean that where you're at's a bad place. It means that you're tired of being there, or you've outgrown it and expanded, and now it's time for you to blossom some more, to become a better version of yourself, which means you're a different version of yourself. If you're going to become the best version, that means you go through versions of yourself, right? So here's the time where you say, I want it, and I'm going to go get it. You're going to take what? Action. Okay? Because that's the only way that any of this stuff that you're looking at out here, while you're over here feeling sad and lonely and upset and miserable and not happy. Okay, so you're like, I got my eye over there, that's where I want to be. You know, I know it's going to be hard, so I'm not looking forward to that part, right, called change. You know, this action, right? Okay, but it needs to happen. Okay, there's the change that needs to happen here. All right. Tulip, great passion. Peacock, beware of great pride. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yes, that's the one I like. All right, let's see. For November 1st, Day of the Dead. Any messages here that can further confirm any messages that need to come across tonight? Shark, take care of the will be a loss of material wealth. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay, so be careful with your finances, okay? Don't, you know, spend your money unwisely and buy, you know, lavish things, you know, because there's going to be hard work ahead where you're going to need the money. They want you to save money for some reason, okay? I don't know if it's change, you know, in career or whatever, right? So that, you know, during those changes, it can support you in during the time of transition. Dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, this pretty much sums this up right here. So we're taking this dissatisfaction and transmuting the energy. Okay, we're talking about energy today. We're transmuting the energy from negative to positive, okay, by releasing the negative. And as I say release, I see release. So maybe some of you will be releasing something during this Mercury retrograde, and as a result, you will get some kind of success. You will be in the right place that you need to be to manifest whatever you need. Okay, that's your channeled message. Okay, so that's February. Like I said, there will be obstacles to overcome. It says, oh, obstacles to overcome, hills. But eagle is here, okay, triumphing over troubles and obstacles. So, again, that's just an opportunity for you to get to practice your intuition, okay? They want you to practice your intuition. So you're going to need to start listening, okay? You're going to need to start feeling. You're going to need to start tuning in, setting aside time. Because they want me to teach you how to do this, which means you don't have to go to anybody anymore. And then in turn, we teach new people, new people, new people. There's so many people being born every day. They're going to need to know too. So there's plenty of people to tell it to, so we can tell it. And then other people said the same thing, and then we just confirm it and confirm it and confirm it until people believe in whatever it is they need to believe in themselves. If you're not believing in yourself, that's the reason why you're not moving ahead in the way you want to, or like there's a lot of obstacles. Okay, you're creating those own obstacles. Like you're making it harder on yourself than it needs to be. But there is some kind of reconciliation here, so that's good. And you know, if you believe in, you know, divine counterpartners or people getting together, that's the one. This shows a match of the woman holding the coin and the man holding the coin. So this would be what they call your person. So that could be happening in February, you know, coming your way. You know, you see the wind blowing here. And whatever this is that's coming in is going to be bringing you happiness, okay? So it's going to be worth the obstacles and the effort, right, to triumph over these obstacles, okay? And let's see. Ooh, a period of ill health or depression, okay? I definitely feel that. I feel that strongly, especially with this card here, you know. It's like she's in the dark and it's black and she's looking out on the other side and it's really bright and happy and blingy. And so when you feel kind of like down, and like when it's raining and then you feel like heavy and you just feel like blah, like you don't have motivation or something like that, then, you know, that's like, you may, if you have it for a long periods of time, right, and it's not your norm, then maybe you want to go, you know, check on your health, since this is a period of ill health and depression. So that kind of confirms my channel message from earlier, is to make sure that you eat good food, because that changes your mood, right, and then your mood affects your actions. Okay, so that is again what I'm being told to tell you, okay, to emphasize. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Okay, this is a test. This is only a test. Okay, okay, someone is just, you know, messing with you or pulling your string. They're doing something that you don't like, apparently. Because it says club, someone will make you do something against your will. So I guess the channel message is that no one can make you do anything against your will. I think it would be better said if it said someone will try to make you do something against your will. But I mean, it's really the norm, you know, when people push and push and push, like people give in, right? So I guess it's like, oh, someone who will make you do something against your will. You know, people saw some kind of control, you know, someone trying to make some kind of control over you. So just be aware of that. Those are the only things that I see right at the moment with those. Let's see what else we have here. Use these other ones. Okay. Any more messages that want to come out? Right. Chain events that will affect your life. So it looks like you are going from indecisive to decisive. You allowed the light to overtake you, and you're headed towards the light instead of just staring at it. That's your channeled message, okay? So here you're staring at it, and you're allowing it in deep within, as if the child within, to overcome your energy so that you could have the strength enough to take a leadership role in your own life, okay, and the one that you're dissatisfied here with, okay, so that you can have the happiness. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. So it looks like you have been a very generous and good-natured person, because happiness here is what you sow. So you personally did it, because it's literally here with the magician in the mirror. And that, you know, you manifested being able to overcome these obstacles, okay, and have successful overcoming a problem. There's a bridge. So you're being able to have better communication and bridge the gaps. So reconcile with people, right? So that you're just in the stage of, like, whether you know it or not, spiritually growing, okay? This is a time also of, you know, yes, undoing all the things from the past, but also in its stead to be rebuilding new ones at the same time, because your perception changes. So does your behavior, activities, your outside world, and therefore your life. Okay, it's a big channel message for you. So you're reaping your karma, and you're happy in your life. If not, you will be soon. Okay. February seems to be a big date for you. Okay, so maybe around Valentine's Day. Oh wow, here, I didn't even see this one hiding. Check it out. Fan, romance, celebration, and party. Yeah, because I really didn't know if it was too much about relationship here, but I felt it, like I said, and as soon as I was going to say it, it popped out right here. Romance. Oh, and then we got increasing your effort if you want to achieve your goal, right? So we talked about having the courage and the strength to take the actions to step out. Take one step out. Take the next step that you're guided to. The next step out of the darkness into the light. That's your channeled message, okay? Yeah, and then wind chimes, peace and harmony, okay? Because when you take that step, that next step you're guided to, that you feel right now the urge to do more and more and more, and you're feeling this urge that you need to change something, you need to do something, you need to find a quiet place and just start listening to the thoughts that come to your mind, and listen to what your soul is telling you it wants to do, which way it's guided, okay? Because there's a lot of exciting things coming up for you, okay? So that feels very channeled, okay? And then I've been trying to teach people to speak to the angels, so I'm going to here use this deck and see what comes out. So the message here is they want you to be safe and to get outdoors. So not only do you need to create space and time alone with nobody around you, but they want you to do it outdoors, okay? There's something about the fresh air and the scenery that gives you this very relaxed vibe, okay, that can like melt away your stress, since you had some anxiety, right? And so whatever anxieties that you have, you can know that you are safe, okay? So you can let down that also baggage from your shoulders of like, am I safe, not feeling safe, right? First chakra, Archangel Michael over here. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones in home. All right, so regarding your energy as, you step into your new life, because that's going to take a lot of energy for you to do. The transition is going to take some energy on your part, but which is effort, right? And it's going to be a little difficult, but it's not going to take very long, and it's worth not letting someone make you do something against your will, which is what is someone maybe trying to do. Or maybe you're just trying to convince yourself, you know, no, I just want to do this, but you really don't. You're just trying to convince yourself, okay? So it could definitely be that too, you know. So you need to go with the part of you that's not fear-based, fear-driven, okay, out of fear, you know. I'm scared to go out there, you know. It's more like, you know, I'm really excited and ready for this, you know. I've thought about it, and there's this, that, and the other that I want to do because I want to get this, that, and the other. And bam, you executed it, and this, that, or the other, that's exactly what you asked for, will come to pass, okay? So ask and it shall be done, all right? But you got to put forth your effort, okay? Ask and it shall be done. So, and then the importance behind asking is that you believe, okay? And then the gifts from God are here for you, okay? All right. They gave me 3. So prioritize. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So just focus on one thing out of all the things that you have to do, the top one, and then work on that and take that next step you're guided to, okay? Channeled message for you. Compassion, clear cognizance, and moon cycles. We got Archangel Dead-Channled, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So say that every single time that you have a situationship, you have some kind of obstacle or argument, or dissatisfaction or disappointment in somebody, or you know, some kind of resentment or hurt or pain, okay? So soften your heart with respect to the situation and all people involved, including yourself. And it's like, oh, well, how do I do this? Well, it's done with compassion. You're softening your heart, and, you know, you're being more humble about it, you know, not being as judgmental or critical, and learning that everybody is on different levels, okay? Everybody's on different levels when it comes to spirituality or consciousness, right? One person understands one concept greater than another, and this person may understand a different precept, you know, greater than that person, you know. So it's, you know, not like any person is almost, you know, the same, but there's a lot that are similar. So the ones that know less, we're supposed to help them and teach them, but it's not our obligation, you know, just as much as we're prompted to, okay? Never overextending yourself to give of all of your energy, you know, if that's not the way that you feel you should go, okay? Or you should give your energy, or it's starting to drain of your own, so to speak, okay? Where it doesn't feel like it's, you know, going to produce the result that you want, right? Okay? And not even that, you just know that it's you know, it's time to end it. It's not like, you know, it would have ended if it wasn't time. It just was time, you know, because there's a lot of divine timing in the events that happen, right? Okay, so different challenges, different times, sometimes more happier than others, until you can learn, you know, to have that inner balance, you know, regardless of the tides in and out. You know, if you floated on the water, there would be no resistance, right? So it didn't matter how fast it went or how slow. It was the way that you let your energy flow. Okay, does that make sense? So honor your body, okay, by following the cycles of the moon. That's what it says here. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles, okay? So on the days that you're not feeling good, don't get down on yourself, you know, just say, I'm doing the best that I can, you know, and, you know, I'm a good person, or whatever your truth is, you know. for the whatever it is that, you know, that you're feeling, as long as you're not doing like justifications or things like that. Like, find the truth in the situation. And, you know, if it's not the right intentions, not right reasons, well, then I guess you know what you would need to work on, what's keeping you from becoming your best self, right, and feeling your happiest, okay? All right, let's see here for the angel answer cards. Let's see if we have any further messages that could help here with the message from my friends. Not the right time. So if this is not the right time, that just means that something is in the making. People are learning things. People are having to hit rock bottom before they realize, okay, I don't like where I'm at, and I need to rise to who I really am, queen or king, right? And you make yourself do that. You find the right spark that, you know, fans your fire, right? So that you can create this happiness, okay? So whatever it is that's delayed, whether it's a union, you know, coming together with your counterpartner, you know, or, you know, making things work with who you're with. In this case, it's showing divine counterpartners, reconciling, okay, with this reconciliation card. So it looks like, you know, this is retrograde. What else can you expect? That's what I should title it. This is Mercury retrograde. What else can you expect? So get ready for your exes, because they're coming back to make sure that you have learned your lesson. Okay, not everybody, okay? So, but most people that come here and that are watching this this channel on this particular message, that is a definite message for twin flame, you know, divine counterpartner unions, okay? And I mean, there's romance here and reconciliation, so it could just be the beginning of it, right? It doesn't mean like you're married now, you know. It looks like you're still getting out of a certain place that you need to get out of in order to free up your energy space, right? And grow, you know, consciously, and become the you know, the queen that you need to be in order to, or king and queen, I should say, to be able to be worthy of this other person. So reconciliation on the way come this Mercury retrograde. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today, Day of the Dead. I appreciate your time, your likes, your subscribes, and love your comments. I love what you're reading and interacting, and seeing what you have to say about the readings. They're always very positive and helpful. I really appreciate that. And that's all for today, my friends. Namaste.